Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. I hope he's happy. RHOA's Kim Zolciak refuses to slam ex in divorce drama. If there is one thing Kim Zolciak will be tardy for, it's bashing her soon-to-be divorced husband, Kroy Biermann. Biermann filed for divorce from the former The Real Housewives of Atlanta star after Zolciak relocated after the sale of their $2.7 million sale of their mansion and following her request that Biermann be tested for chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, a common occurrence in football players due to repeated hits to the head while playing the sport. Despite being locked in a contentious court battle, it appears that Zolciak refuses to destroy Biermann's name. For now anyway, in a video shot and obtained by the Daily Mail, cameras caught up with the Don't Be Tardy star, where she not only shared some positive updates but acknowledged that she would not stoop down to the level of bashing the father of her children. After acknowledging the torture she previously endured, she shared, "I'm gonna take the high road for my kids. I'm not gonna sit here and do what Kroy's tried to do to me. But I hope he's happy for my kids' sake." In her quick chat with the cameras, Zolciak revealed that she was focused on her daughter Brielle Biermann's wedding and some upcoming projects she hopes to come to fruition. On the future projects, Zolciak stated there have been discussions with 4 different networks for 4 shows. How much truth there is in that, it's hard to say. Regardless, Zolciak stated, "I'm thankful for that. I feel great." After appearing on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Bravo greenlit a spin-off series, Don't Be Tardy, which ran for 8 seasons until 2020. Most recently, Zolciak appeared as a cast member on the reboot of The Surreal Life, airing on MTV with Zolciak and Biermann heading straight to divorce again. Rumors have been swirling that Zolciak may be reigniting a connection with her Surreal Life co-star, Chet Hanks. Without shutting down the rumors outright, Zolciak in the video obtained by the Daily Mail said, "It's gonna take me a long time to heal from the trauma I've experienced," though did acknowledge that she absolutely wants to settle down again. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann share 4 children together. Zolciak has 2 children from a previous marriage, both of whom have been legally adopted by Biermann and had their last names changed to Biermann. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is available to stream on Peacock. The drama surrounding reality TV stars often becomes a spectacle that feeds into the insatiable appetites of fans, tabloids, and online gossip mills. Among the most scrutinized public figures are the cast members of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, where personal drama is frequently aired for the world to see. Kim Zolciak Biermann, the iconic blonde bombshell of RHOA, has long been at the center of such drama. But in a recent twist of events following her highly publicized divorce from ex-husband Kroy Biermann, Kim Zolciak is taking a different approach. Rather than unleashing a barrage of bitterness, accusations, or hurtful words, she's chosen a path of grace, offering a simple yet poignant statement, "I hope he's happy." This unexpected turn of events has left fans and critics alike questioning whether Zolciak's decision to refrain from publicly slamming her ex-husband is an act of genuine maturity, self-preservation, or a carefully calculated move in the media spotlight. Nevertheless, it paints a picture of a woman who, despite all the pain and personal upheaval, is intent on moving forward without being bogged down by the toxic energy that so often comes with divorce drama. A bitter divorce battle. The divorce proceedings between Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann have been widely covered in the media. The couple's relationship, which was once the epitome of reality TV romance, had its fair share of ups and downs. Kim and Kroy married in 2011 after meeting in 2010 and quickly became one of reality TV's most talked-about couples. Over the years, they'd weathered various challenges together, including the pressures of fame, raising children from previous relationships, and navigating the complexities of blending families. Their union seemed like the perfect fairy tale, until it wasn't. In 2023, after more than a decade together, Kim and Kroy's marriage came to an abrupt and public end. The divorce was made all the more dramatic by the financial troubles that surfaced during the proceedings. Amid reports of mounting debts, strained finances, and allegations of infidelity, the breakup quickly turned from a personal matter into something of a media frenzy. Fans and followers eagerly watched as every move the couple made. Of all this chaos, Kim Zolciak surprised everyone with her response. Despite the very public nature of their split, she has refused to engage in a smear campaign against RHOA. Instead, Kim has expressed that she simply wants what's best for him, and by extension, what's best for her. "I hope he's happy," Kim remarked in a recent interview, a statement that speaks volumes about the complex emotional landscape she's navigating. The power of silence. Kim Zolciak's decision not to bash RHOA publicly is, in some ways, a breath of fresh air in an era where celebrities often resort to social media outbursts and inflammatory statements to gain attention or settle scores. In a world where the public's appetite for gossip seems endless, Kim's choice to maintain a level of dignity and restraint is striking. She could have easily turned her divorce into a messy spectacle, throwing shade at her ex-husband, using inflammatory language to manipulate public opinion. After all, she's no stranger to being the center of attention. But Kim's silence, or perhaps her carefully crafted words, suggest a profound maturity that stands in stark contrast to the drama-filled trajectory one might expect from a reality TV star. It shows a woman who, despite being hurt, is taking the high road. She may not have wanted her marriage to end, but now that it has, she's determined to handle it in a way that preserves her own peace and mental well-being. This approach to divorce is uncommon, especially for public figures who have been subjected to the intense scrutiny of the reality TV world. Often, when a relationship dissolves publicly, there's an inclination to tear down the other person, to expose all the flaws and disappointments in the relationship, as if doing so would somehow validate one's feelings of betrayal. Yet Kim Zolciak has chosen not to engage in that practice, instead hoping that RHOA finds happiness on his own terms, even if that means their paths have diverged. A statement of hope, not bitterness. The words, "I hope he's happy," are loaded with meaning. They carry an air of finality, an acknowledgement that the relationship has come to an end, but also a wish for peace. Kim's statement is not an expression of anger, regret, or resentment. It reflects a sense of letting go of the bitterness and the hurt that often accompany the end of a significant relationship. Instead of seeking revenge or turning the situation into a public spectacle, Kim appears to have chosen to rise above it. She is taking responsibility for her own emotional health and setting the tone for what her future will look like. In many ways, this is a powerful statement not just for Kim, but for anyone who has experienced heartbreak or dissolution of a significant relationship. The idea that one can part ways with someone who once meant so much and still wish them well is an emotionally intelligent move. It suggests that healing doesn't have to involve bitterness, that one can move on without carrying the weight of the past. Kim's attitude could be seen as a personal victory in itself. Rather than clinging to the hurt and disappointment of the divorce, she's choosing to focus on herself and her children, who remain the central priority in her life. She's not letting the bitterness of her broken marriage cloud her future. In this sense, her public restraint could be a conscious effort to model healthy behavior for her children and those watching. A new chapter for Kim Zolciak. As Kim Zolciak steps forward into this new phase of her life, it's clear that she's learned some valuable lessons from the challenges she's faced. She may not have anticipated the end of her marriage, but she's handling it with remarkable poise. By taking the high road and refusing to engage in a messy public feud, Kim is choosing to be in control of her own narrative. She's telling the world that her worth is not defined by her relationship status, nor by the opinions of others. Her happiness, like anyone's, comes from within. "I hope he's happy" is a statement that invites reflection. It challenges the notion that divorce must be a battle, that ending a relationship means waging war. It's a gentle reminder that, at the end of the day, the most important thing is to find peace within oneself. Kim Zolciak's decision to leave the past behind and embrace the future with grace could be the most powerful move of all in a world that often thrives on conflict.